Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Abbas on behalf of Savood Harmain Production. Today's topic is about the recent order of J&K High Court to chop 42,000 trees in order to stop COVID-19 disease. I will discuss this topic under the shadow of science, and all the facts which will be presented by me in this video will be from the different environmental activists and medical experts. You can also give your suggestions by commenting at the end of this video. And I hope all of you will like this video and will support us by subscribing our channel so that in future we can make more videos which are related with the science, inshallah. As you are aware that J&K High Court has issued an order in which they have made it mandatory for everyone to cut down all the poplar trees within a span of 6 days in order to restrict the COVID-19 disease. If anyone is failing to do so, an action will be taken upon the owner of those trees, and all those trees will be cut down by the forestry department, and the cost of cutting down of those trees will have to be paid by the owner. In reality, this order was first issued by the health department, and then it was followed by the local administration in various districts of Kashmir region. They were of the thought that it can be a carrier of SARS-CoV-2, that is the name of coronavirus. Now we should know what is the relation of COVID-19 and Russian poplar trees. Before going into the detail of this topic, it's mandatory as well as important for us to know what are these Russian poplar trees. Actual name of this tree is North American cotton tree, in short NACT, and its scientific name is Populus deltoides. These trees, in the months of April and May, they shed pollens, which are enveloped by cotton-like substances. In botany, we know pollens are responsible for the process of fertilization. These trees do their fertilization with the help of a special pollination known as anemophily, that is wind pollination, which means pollens have to sit on the female stigma in order to complete the fertilization. So this is a natural process. These trees have been introduced in Kashmir in 1982 from US under World Bank aided social forestry scheme in order to boost the local economy and meet the need for wood and more importantly to aid in afforestation. These trees happens to grow faster almost in a span of 7 to 8 years, while as Kashmiri poplar trees takes 40 to 50 years to grow. The name Rusi has its own history. Here I will quote Sajjad Ahmad Gongu, who is HOD in forest production and utilization at SCOST. He points out that Russian poplar is a misnomer. When the tree was first introduced in Kashmir, some Urdu journalists during a flowering season in 1990s called it a tree which sheds Rusi, that is dandruff. It got wrongly translated in English newspaper as the Russian poplar. You will find these trees everywhere in Kashmir, whether it be any government office, school playground or any kind of field. Almost 15 million Russian poplar trees are currently in Kashmir. This order, which High Court issued, had already been issued by the same court in 2015, when one person from Srinagar comes up with a query that his neighbor has grown a Rusi tree and it causes allergic problems to him. Then government at the time issued an order to cut down that tree. Allergies are common in the months of April and May due to these pollens enveloped with cotton-like substances. And nowadays COVID-19 is pandemic, and there may be some persons who can get an infection by these pollens. And the symptoms of COVID-19 disease and the symptoms of allergies due to these pollens are same. So the suspected persons cannot distinguish between the two symptoms. And there may be a rush of suspected patients towards the hospitals, and it will create problems for hospitals, doctors as well as for the local administration. Second thing which government thinks in its order is that Russian poplar trees start shedding pollens enveloped in cotton-like substances, which not only glide in air but after touching the surface, they again hovers in air with slight breeze. So there is a potential risk of it becoming the carrier of virus and can spread the infection from one area to other. Now we will analyze it under scientific spectrum. From last 5 years, GMC Srinagar, that is Government Medical College Srinagar, is researching about it and they have come up with a study in 2017. That is 92% people are allergic due to house dust, 65% are allergic due to pine tree pollens, and 59.3% are allergic due to chinar tree pollens. 73.5% are allergic due to common grass. And the point to ponder is only 18.2% people are allergic due to these poplar tree pollens. Now let us see what environmental activists and experts have to say regarding this fact. Point number 1. Various people are linked to livelihood via these poplar trees. I have a friend from Avantipura who are dealing with making of apple boxes, and that's almost 100% dependent on these trees. I also have a friend from Badgam who grows these trees in their fields for 7 to 8 years in order to earn their livelihood. Vakil Ahmad, a trader and grower belonging to Pulwama district, has said that like apples in other areas, for example Shupayan and Sopor, are the main sources of food. These poplar trees are the main source of income in our areas. The local apple box manufacturing units, mostly in Anantnag and Kulgam districts, are heavily dependent on these trees. The proposed mass tree felling will lead to an excess of supply and will lower prices for the final product in the coming harvesting season. In the future, there would be a shortage of trees which will have an effect on the fruit grower as well. These trees are also the major sources of constructing wood in the valley. Experts write that any moss felling will dwindle the valley's green cover and have a devastating effect on the government. Professor Fozia Qazi, who teaches mathematics at IUST, said that the poplar contributes 1/3 of the green cover of Kashmir. It's injustice to chop such a huge number of trees without considering the environmental degradation and those dependent upon this for livelihood. Experts question that there is no scientific study that shows the cotton-like substances from these trees causes allergies, as does the pollens from other trees. But then why single out just this species? Sajjad Ahmad Gongu also said that not only this poplar but all trees and plants produce pollens which are not visible and that causes some allergies. But the cotton produced by these trees, that is Rusi poplar trees, is visible and everyone blames it for allergies without any solid scientific proof. He also pointed out that the United Nations International Poplar Commission recommends that the tree be planted to help with livelihood and industrial development. He also said that Honorable High Court has issued this order after consulting doctors of different medical institutes of the valley without asking the Forestry Department of Scotland and not any relevant expert about the pollens, are they verily capable of causing allergies or not. After this order, Scotland hold many seminars and workshops in order to highlight the facts. Parvez Ahmad Sofi, an associate professor at the Faculty of Forestry, Scotland, has said that the species grows very fast and can be cut down within 10 to 12 years for use. These Rusi poplars are 5 times more in Punjab and Haryana, but there has been no outcry there. He further said, after fruit industry, poplar is the main contributor of Kashmir economy. The Honorable High Court in its order has directed the female poplar trees to be felled down on account of the pollen generated by them. But this is a big mistake. Pollens is not generated by the female poplar trees, but pollens are generated by male ones. So, felling of female poplar trees would not have any effect. However, Dr. Suhail Naik of the Doctors Association Kashmir defends the government's order. He is arguing that if the felling or pruning of the trees is not carved out, the cotton-like substances that these trees shed has the potential to create panic when the COVID-19 cases are going up in the valley. Pollens from these trees cause cough, fever, or nasal congestion, so the government has to take corrective measures. He further said that because of the abundance of these trees near human settlements, the trees are a major human respiratory allergen. Instead of chopping poplar trees, SCOST has recommended deep pruning before the pollen season to avoid the cotton nuisance. And good news for Kashmiri people is that the court has asked the J&K administration to constitute a committee of experts within 4 days to ascertain the desirability of cutting down of Russian poplars. Thank you for watching the video.